Hello students, our today's topic is plane. Plane, what is the definition of this plane? So first of all, definition is, it is a flat surface which can be extended indefinitely, in all the directions. We will represent it like this. This is a flat surface and it can be extended in all the directions. You can say that we can produce these lines, this can also be this, or you can further produce it, and also you can produce these two lines in the backward direction, forward direction, upper and lower direction. This is a flat surface. For example, let us take this is a board, this is a different plane, and you are sitting in the room or standing in the room, that floor is a different plane, the roof is another plane, and all the walls can be like different planes. So consider x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. This is origin. This plane is called xyz plane, as you have read in the +1 class also. This is xz plane. Similarly, this plane is xy plane. This can be extended in all the directions. X-axis can be handled as y-axis, z-axis. So this is the basic definition of plane. Now our first topic is equation of plane in different forms. For that, consider this is a plane, and suppose that there are 2 points on the plane. Let us take A and B. If we join these 2 points, then this line AB will completely lie in the plane. And similarly, there are many lines which lie in the plane, infinite lines. Now suppose that there is a line which is perpendicular to the plane. We will represent this line as n vector, which is perpendicular to the plane. Suppose that you are standing on the roof and you will be the normal, you will be the perpendicular line of the plane. This is the perpendicular line, and this perpendicular line will perpendicular to all the lines in the plane. There are infinite lines in the plane, and this n vector, which is perpendicular to the plane, will be perpendicular to all the lines in the plane, and this perpendicular vector is called normal to the plane. Now let us consider first type, and that is equation of the plane passing through one point and perpendicular to a given vector. We will find 2 types of equations. First is the vector form and second will be the Cartesian form. Now first, vector form. Consider a plane, and let us take this is a given point A from which plane is passing, or you can say that point is on the plane, having position vector A vector, and let us take P is any point on the plane with position vector R vector. So join AP vector. Now let us take n vector is a vector which is perpendicular to the plane, means it is a normal vector. And we have already read that normal will be perpendicular to every line in the plane. So AP is in the plane and n vector is perpendicular, just like this. Clearly, AP vector is perpendicular to n vector. So if the vectors are perpendicular, then their dot product is 0. AP vector, final minus initial, R vector minus A vector dot n cap is equal to 0, which is the required equation of the plane passing through one point. So we have to remember this equation. A vector is the position vector of the given point, R is the position vector of any point on the plane, and n vector is a vector perpendicular to the plane. Now come to the Cartesian form. In Cartesian form, first of all, let us take that A vector is equal to, let us say the coordinates of point A are x1, y1, z1, and B is any point, so let us take the coordinates x, y, z. So therefore, what is A vector? x1 I cap plus y1 j plus z1 k cap. Similarly, R vector is xi plus yj plus zk. So put these values in this equation, and also suppose that n vector is ai cap plus bj cap plus ck cap. And we know that equation of plane is in the vector form r minus a dot n vector is equal to 0. So put the values r minus a. R minus a is x minus x1 I cap plus y minus y1 j cap plus z minus z1 k cap. Dot product with n vector, and n vector is ai plus bj plus ck is equal to 0. So now open the dot product. So this is equal to a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 equal to 0, which is the required equation of the plane passing through one point and perpendicular to the given vector. This is the given point x1 y1 z1, and ABC are the coefficients of n vector, and coefficients of any vector are called direction numbers, where ABC are direction numbers of normal to plane. Because n vector is a normal, its direction numbers are ABC, and these are called direction numbers of normal to the plane. So these are the vector form and the Cartesian form of the plane passing through one point. For example, if we know that there is a point 1, minus 2, 3 from which plane is passing, and direction numbers of not plane, normal to plane are given 3, minus 4, 1, then equation is apply this formula. ABC are 3, minus 4, 1. x1 y1 z1 is 1, minus 2, 3. So put the values a into x minus x1 is 1, plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1. C is 1 and z1 is 3. So after opening the bracket, this is 3x minus 4y plus z, and constant term is minus 3 minus 8 11 minus 3 14 equal to 0, which is the required equation of the plane. So plane will be always in this form. Minus 2x minus y plus 4z plus 7 equal to 0, which is the general form of the plane in which we are giving the answer. Its coefficients will be minus 2, minus 1, 4, which are called the direction numbers of normal to plane. From any plane we can find these direction numbers. Let us take one more example, x plus y plus z plus 7 equal to 0. And direction numbers are 1, 1, 1. So these are called the direction numbers of normal to the plane. So what happens when the direction cosines are there? Suppose that this plane is 1 by root 3x plus 1 by root 3y plus 1 by root 3z plus, let us take 7 equal to 0. Now the coefficients are 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3 and 1 by root 3. These are the direction cosines, these are the direction numbers. So this is also the equation of the plane. So in this way we can find the direction numbers from the equation of the plane, and that direction numbers are the direction numbers of the normal to the plane. Now let us take the second equation of the plane, and that is the normal form of the plane. In this equation of the plane, perpendicular to the given direction and at a given distance from the origin. So in this case, let us take d is the distance of the plane from the origin, and this distance is the perpendicular distance. And let us take n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane. And let us take position vector of point P is r vector, is any point on the plane, and let distance of the plane from the origin is d. Now on vector is equal to d n cap, because vector can be found by multiplying magnitude into direction. So on cap is distance d and unit vector is a direction, that is n cap. Similarly, NP vector is R vector minus position vector of P minus position vector of N. N's position vector is D n cap. So these are the two vectors. Now clearly, ON vector is perpendicular to NP vector because not ON, this is PN. ON vector is perpendicular to PN because PN lies in the plane and ON is the perpendicular. So their dot product will be 0. So in the next step we can write it like ON vector dot NP vector is equal to 0. Now ON vector is Dn cap dot NP. NP is R minus Dn cap is equal to 0. So open the bracket. First of all we can eliminate D because D cannot be 0. So there will be N cap dot R vector minus D N cap dot N cap is equal to 0. So this can be written like R dot N cap, and N dot N is 1 because it is a unit vector, is equal to D, which is the required equation of the plane in the normal form, which is the vector form of the plane, which is the vector form of the plane in the normal form. Now come to the Cartesian form. Now in the Cartesian form, if we put the value of R, and that value is xi plus yj plus zk cap, position vector of any point, and let us take n cap is, because it is a unit vector, so its coefficients will be direction cosines, li plus mj plus nk. If there will be n vector as in the previous type, then we can write it as ai cap plus bj cap plus ck cap. This is n vector, but now this is n cap, so that's why there will be lmn is equal to d. Now open the brackets. Lx plus my plus nz is equal to d, which is the required equation of the plane in the normal form, where coefficients are lmn are the direction cosines of normal to plane. Now see that, let us take one example. Suppose that there is a plane 2x plus 3y minus 4z plus 5 equal to 0. This is the equation of the plane, no doubt. Its coefficients are 2, 3, minus 4. Now how can we convert this plane into the normal form? So first of all, convert these direction numbers into direction cosines. So there is, after scaling 4 plus 9 plus 16 under root, that is under root 29. So divide throughout by under root 29. 2 divided by under root 29 x plus 3 divided by under root 29y minus 4 divided by under root 29z plus 5 over under root 29 is equal to 0. Now these are the direction cosines. But the normal form is Lx plus my plus nz is equal to d. Constant term should be in the right hand side and should be positive. So shift this constant term to the right hand side. 2x by under root 29x plus 3y over root 29 minus 4z by root 29 is equal to minus 5 by root 29. But right hand side should be positive. So multiply with negative sign. 3 by root 29 y plus 4 by root 29 z is equal to 5 by root 29. So which is the required normal form. So its direction cosines are minus 2 by root 29, minus 3 by root 29 and 4 by root 29, which are the direction cosines of normal to plane. And what is this? Compare with this. Distance from the origin. This is very, very important. It is the distance of the plane from the origin. Suppose that you have given this equation in the papers and asked about the distance of the plane from the origin. So first of all we have to convert it into the normal form, and after converting, the right hand side will be the distance of the plane from the origin. Now the third type of the plane is equation of the plane passing through 3 points. And you can say that 3 non-collinear points. This is a very important thing. Points should be non-collinear. Now consider 3 points ABC with position vectors, vector A, vector B and vector C respectively. And let R vector be the position vector of any point on the plane. Then the equation of the plane is R minus A dot B minus A cross C minus A is equal to 0, which is the vector form of the plane in 3-point form. Now come to the Cartesian form. And in the Cartesian form we require their coordinates. Let the points are x1, y1, z1 and B point is x2, y2, z2 and C point is x3, y3, z3. Then equation of plane is determinant method. In the first row there will be x minus x1, y minus y1 and z minus z1. And in the second row there should be x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1, difference of the points. And in the third there will be x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1 and z3 minus z1 is equal to 0. And after expanding it we can find the equation of the plane. Now the fourth type is intercept form of the plane. Consider a plane which cuts all the axes, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis at the points A, B and C respectively. And let us take this distance OA is equal to small a, OB small b and OC is equal to small c. And these are called the intercepts of the plane on the axis. Therefore, equation of plane is x over a plus y over b plus z over c is equal to 1. If we know all the intercepts, then we can put these intercepts in this equation and can find the equation of the plane. Now see that there is one thing. If we are given any vector form of the plane, let us take vector form is r dot 2i plus 3j minus 4k plus 5 equal to 0. This is the vector form of the plane. How can we convert it into the Cartesian form? So simply put the value of r vector, that is xi plus yj plus zk dot product with 2i plus 3j minus 4k plus 5 equal to 0. Then open the dot product, 2x plus 3y minus 4z plus 5 equal to 0, which is the Cartesian form. This is the vector form, this is the Cartesian form. In short, if we want to convert vector form into Cartesian form, then just eliminate r and in the place of ij k put x y z. Similarly, reverse step, replace x y z by ij k and put there r dot. So in this way we can convert vector to Cartesian form and Cartesian to vector form. Now the type number 5 is equation of the plane through the line of intersection of two planes. Suppose that these are two planes which cut in a line. Now there is a word line of intersection. When two lines cut, then we write it as point of intersection because there is a point. But when two planes cut each other, you can see your walls of the room. This wall and this wall, they intersect in a line. So that's why there is a point word line of intersection. Now consider this third plane. Now we have to find the equation of this plane which is passing through the line of intersection of plane 1 and 2. So consider these two planes in Cartesian form. Then equation of plane through the line of intersection of these planes is, write the equation of the first plane and note carefully that the constant term should be in the left hand side. If we are using this type, constant term should be the left hand side, either it is negative or positive. a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 plus k times a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2 is equal to 0. So which is the required equation of the plane? There will be one more condition in the numerical questions from which we can find the value of k, so that there will be the proper equation of the plane. We have read 5 types of the plane. So now come to the formula of angle between two planes. In the vector form, first of all consider the equation of two planes. R dot n1 is equal to d and R dot n2 is equal to d. Choose these two vectors. So the angle between two planes is cos theta is equal to n1 dot n2 divided by n1 vector mod and n2 vector mod. As similarly we have applied this formula in the straight line also. And in the line the formula was, equation of the line is r is equal to a vector plus lambda b1 vector and r is equal to a2 plus mu times b2. So first of all you have to find the difference between the equation of plane and the line. From the line we will choose these two vectors and we'll apply this formula. And if the angle between two planes is there, then choose these two vectors and apply the same formula. So in this way you can find the angle between two planes. Now in the Cartesian form, let us consider equation of plane is a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1 equals 0. Second equation is a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2 equals 0. So angle between two planes is cos theta is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 divided by under root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square, a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Similar will be the case for the line. If the lines are in the Cartesian form like this, y minus y1 over b1, this is the equation of line in the Cartesian form and this is the equation of the plane in the Cartesian form. From this choose these three numbers. Similarly from the second line a2 b2 c2 and apply this formula. But if the plane is there, then choose the coefficients of x, y, z. So in this way we can find angle between two planes either in the vector form or in the Cartesian form. Now come to the next formula, and that formula is very important. Distance of a point from a plane. Consider this is a plane. We will do in the Cartesian form. Consider the equation of plane is ax plus by plus cz plus d equals 0. And let us take there is a point P which is alpha, beta and gamma. So we have to find the distance of this point from the plane. Distance, there are lots of distances, but we will find the perpendicular distance only. Let us take PM. So perpendicular distance is equal to A alpha, just replace x by alpha, y by beta, z by gamma, plus b beta plus c gamma, and note that if the constant term is in the right hand side, then shift that term to the left hand side, plus d, its mod, divided by coefficient of x square plus y square plus z square under root. So this is the distance of the point from the plane. Now the next one is distance between two parallel planes. First of all consider ax plus by plus cz plus d1 equals 0, and second plane is ax plus by plus cz plus d2 equals 0. If the ratio of the direction numbers are same, then we can say that planes are parallel. So the distance between these two planes is, take the difference of the constant terms. Either you can write d1 minus d2 or d2 minus d1. Its mod divided by a square plus b square plus c square under root. So this is the formula for the distance between two parallel planes. For example, let us take first plane is 2x minus 3y plus 7z plus 1 equals 0. And second plane is 4x 2x minus 6y plus 14z plus 5 equals 0. Can we find the distance? Are these parallel? Check that. 2 by 4 is 1. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. This ratio is again 1 by 2. This is again 1 by 2. So these are parallel planes. But first of all, make these coefficients same. First plane is okay. Divide this equation by 2. 2x minus 3y plus 7z plus 5 by 2 equals 0. Now we can apply this formula. Take the difference of the constant terms and divide it by 2 square plus 3 square plus 7 square under root. So in this way we can find the distance between two parallel planes.